Hello children, Sairam. In today's class, we will learn value education, chapter number 6, Ganga. Now children, already you have heard Ganga. Ganga is the name of the river, right? You have studied, right? In social studies, Ganga is the name of the river. Ganga flows in Himalayas. It starts from Himalayas and finally it drops into the sea. The name of the sea is, do you remember? Yes, Bay of Bengal. In today's class, we will learn something more about Ganga, or you can say story of Ganga, that how Ganga appeared on the earth. Now children, this story is very interesting story, beautiful story. Please concentrate and listen to it. I'm going to read the chapter. You just have to follow it. Chapter number 6, Ganga. Let's start. Ganga is a holy river. She is the daughter of Himavan, the king of the mountains. She is beautiful and pure. Sagara was a great ruler of Ikshvaku dynasty. Once he performed the Ashwamedha Yagna. Indra stole the sacrificial horse. When they discovered that the horse was stolen, the king called his 60,000 sons. The meaning of dynasty is a series of rulers who are from the same family. Ashwamedha means a horse sacrifice ritual. Means a ritual where the horse is sacrificed. Sacrificial means the act of offering something to a god. We cannot complete the yagna without the horse. Go, my valiant sons, go and find the horse. Valiant means full of courage, very courageous. The sons set out in search of the horse. They could not find the horse anywhere. At last, they came to a place where sage Kapila was meditating. There stands our horse. So, this sage is the culprit. Thief, return our horse. What is the meaning of meditating? Focusing the mind on a particular thought. Culprit means a person who has done something wrong. How dare you call me a thief? Sage Kapila burned all of them to ashes. Ashes means what is left after a dead person has been burned. When the princess did not return, Sagara turned to his grandson Amsuman. Go, Amsuman. You are valiant and wise like your ancestors. Go and find your uncles and the horse. Ansuman set out for his search and reached the same place where sage Kapila was meditating. Valiant means full of courage. Yes, already I have told you the meaning. Ansuman saluted the rishi with folded hands. Have you seen my uncles? They came after the sacrificial horse. Yes, I have seen them. They were turned to ashes by the fire of my penance. What is the meaning of penance? Penance means deep meditation. If Ganga touches these ashes, your uncles will go to heaven. O Ansuman, you are patient, truthful, and righteous. You may take the sacrificial horse back with you. Now, children, what is the meaning of patient? Patient means able to stay calm and not get angry, especially when there is a difficulty or you have to wait a long time. Truthful means who tells the truth, who is honest. Righteous means that you think is morally good or fair. When Ansuman told this to Sagara after the sacrifice was completed, I will not be able to accomplish such a feat in my lifetime. Ansuman, you must become the king after me and strive to bring Ganga to earth. Now, what is the meaning of accomplish? To succeed in doing something difficult that you plan to do. Feat means something you do that shows great strength, skill, or courage. Strive means to try very hard to do or get something. When Sagara died, Ansuman was crowned the king. But Ansuman retired to the Himalayas. He performed tapas to bring Ganga down to the earth. However, he did not succeed and died. Dilipa, his son, was overcome with grief. I must bring Ganga to earth in my reign. Grief means great sadness. Even King Dilipa did not succeed in his task. When Dilipa was on his deathbed, his son Bhagiratha made a vow to his father. I will not ascend the throne without bringing Ganga down to earth. King Bhagiratha entrusted his kingdom to his ministers. He went to the forest and did penance. Vow means a serious promise. Entrusted means to make somebody responsible for something. Lord Brahma, the creator, was pleased with him. I am pleased. I shall send Ganga down to the earth to redeem your ancestors. But Shiva must break her fall or the earth will be washed away. So Bhagiratha did penance to please Lord Shiva. Shiva appeared. Please, my lord, break the fall of the Ganga when she comes down to the earth. It shall be done. What is the meaning of redeem? Redeem means to get back. Shiva tied the turbulent Ganga in his matted locks. But when Ganga was released by Lord Shiva, she flooded the sacrificial fire of sage Jahanu. The fuming sage Jahanu consumed her in a long gulp. In one long gulp. Now, what is the meaning of turbulent? Turbulent means moving in a violent way. Fuming. Fuming means showing great anger. Bhagiratha prayed to sage Jahanu to release Ganga. Out of respect for Bhagiratha's penances, Jahanu Rishi released Ganga through his right ear. Then onwards, Ganga came to be known as Jahanavi, the daughter of Jahanu. The Ganga reached the ocean and the nether world beyond. She flowed over the ashes of the sons of Sagara and on the ocean bed. From that day, the ocean came to be known as Sagara. Since Bhagiratha brought Ganga to earth, she came to be known as Bhagirathi. So Ganga is also called as Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi and Jahnavi. Now, what is the meaning of netherworld? Netherworld means the underworld or hell or under the earth, underground. Okay. In Hindi, we call it Patal. Patal Lok. Now, children, I hope you have understood the chapter, understood the story. Now, meanings are given. Okay. And you have to read the chapter and then you have to answer the following questions. Question number 1. Who is Ganga? Question number 2. Who was Sagara? Question number 3. Who stole the sacrificial horse? Question number 4. Where did the sons of Sagara find the horse? Why did Sagara send Amsuman? What did Rishi Kapila tell Amsuman? Who succeeded in bringing Ganga to earth? Question number 8. Why is Ganga called Jahnavi? Ninth one. Why is Ganga called Bhagirathi? After that, you have to do a small activity. Question number 1. How are the rivers polluted? Number 2. What will you do to prevent pollution of rivers? And number 3. Fill in the crossword the names of the rivers given below. The crossword is given below. The names of the rivers are also given below. You have to read the names of the river and accordingly you have to fill up the crossword. So students, I hope you all must have understood the chapter very well. Read the chapter and write down the answers given at the end of the chapter. This is a very interesting story, right? I hope you all must have enjoyed the story. Thank you, children. Sai Ram.